हेलो फ्रेंड्स। तो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है टेल अस अबाउट योर एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड। तो इसका आंसर है आई हैव डन माय बीटेक इन मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग एंड आई आल्सो हैव डन माय पोस्ट सेकेंडरी डिप्लोमा इन बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट फ्रॉम Fanshawe College. In both educational experience, I didn't have a specific specialization related to the security field, although they provided me with the problem solving skills which I have found helpful when working as a security guard. हमारा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है डू यू हैव एनी मेडिकल और CPR ट्रेनिंग? तो I am trained in CPR by Canadian Red Cross. I have also attended first aid training program by non-governmental organization. Here you can mention the name of the company from where you have got your first aid training. Our next question, as a security officer, how would you handle a security emergency? So this is kind of emergency like situation based question. So the answer is an emergency is a serious occurrence that happens unexpectedly. As a security officer, I respond immediately to the emergencies. If it required a special training to handle, I would ask for help from a professional. Otherwise, I would first try to understand what occurred before acting swiftly to deal with the situation. I would make sure I inform everyone and try to keep them safe. Our next question, are you comfortable working flexible hours? For this question, you can answer according to your availability. So the sample answer is I understand you are looking for a security officer who can work regular shifts. I am available to work regular 9 to 5 hours, Monday to Friday. I am also open to working a few hours during the weekends and holidays. If you need my services during the busy periods, especially when you have several guests, I would happy to come to work. Our next question. This is also a situation based question. Imagine there is an emergency on the fifth floor and guests on the first floor. What would you do? The emergency on the fifth floor would be my priority. However, I wouldn't want guests on the first floor to the panic. I would reassure them that the security team would take care of that issue before going upstairs to deal with the emergency. If the emergency could affect guests on the first floor, I would direct them to the safe area first. Our next question, what makes you the best security officer for this role? My education, training, and personality traits make me the best candidate for this role. I have 1 year of experience as a security officer. At my last position, I completed several training programs and earned a permit to work as a security officer. I have excellent decision making skills and keep attention to the details and keen attention to the detail. Our next question is, are you able to work independently with a little supervision? I have always held jobs where I work independently, and even a couple of temporary assignments that required me to work from a home office. I learned a lot about self-discipline during my post-secondary studies, and now I apply this discipline to my work, no matter who is around. Our next question is, what are your greatest strengths as a security guard? Answer is my greatest strength as a security guard is my attention to details. I am always paying close attention to my surroundings, which help me notice any unusual activity or suspicious behavior. This have helped me to prevent many crimes from happening at the places I have worked. I also think that many ability to remain calm under pressure is another one of my strengths. When a situation gets stressful, I can stay focused and think logically to find solutions. Our next question is, how well do you perform under pressure? Answer is, I am a very motivated person who loves to work. I find that when I am under pressure, I work even harder to meet deadlines and complete my tasks. Next question, what do you think are the most important aspects of customer services for security guard to understand? Answer is, I believe that guards should always be friendly and polite with the customers. It's important to always smile and be willing to help someone if they need it. I also think it's important to listen carefully to what customers are saying and answer their questions honestly. If a customer asks me a question, I always try to give them an honest answer. Next question, if you saw an unauthorized person entering a restricted area, what would be your course of action? If I saw someone entering a restricted area, my first course of action would be ask them what they are doing there or here. If they did not have permission to be there, I would escort them out of the building immediately. If they refused to leave, I would call security headquarters for further instructions. Next question, there is a crowd forming around an incident. How would you respond? So answer is I would first assess the situation to determine if it was an emergency. If so, I would call 911 immediately. If it wasn't an emergency, I would try to calm that crowd down so they don't get any closer to the incident. Then I would ask someone who looks like they are in charge of come forward so I can get more information about what's happening. Once I have all information, I will decide how to proceed. Next question, what would you do if you saw an employee engaged in behavior that you consider to be dangerous or unethical? Answer is I would first try to speak with that employee privately to see if there was an explanation for their behavior. If not, I would then report it to my supervisor so they could take an action. I believe it's important to be respectful of others' privacy, but also aware of potential safety risks. Thank you.